So it's been a while since we did one of these, but here's a recap for the video, why Return the Jedi is plotless. A quick recap on what these videos are. These are quick 5-minute videos explaining my longer videos on my educational stuff. So let's start off by just talking, what did we talk about in that video, why the Return the Jedi is plotless. So again, a quick reminder of what a plot is the engine that gets the train moving. That's why in some cases you can literally have it so even when the plot stops, the train can still go. The story is pretty self-explanatory. If this is how long the book is, the story goes on for that long. The plot is what ties it together. As we talked about in our previous video, how to introduce a plot, Les Miserables, we talked about how to set up a plot based off your opening scenes. What we talked about in this video, why the Return of the Jedi is plotless, and this might get some Star Wars fans annoyed. In the Return of the Jedi, it kind of just, in the opening 30 minutes, they go and rescue Han from Jabba the Hutt. Next, Han and Leia go off, join the rebels, and Luke goes and sees Yoda. Then they meet up again, eventually, when it comes to destroying of the second Death Star. All this different stuff, that's very brief explanation of what happened in this movie, but the whole point what I was trying to get across in that full-length video on this was, this happens, then this happens, and this happens. That's not a plot. There's nothing that holds it together. It just happens. Stuff happens. It's exactly what I was explaining when I talked about the difference between a plot and a story, is the plot is what ties stuff together. In the Lord of the Rings, you have it, the plot is destroying of the ring. The story is how they destroy the ring. With the Return of the Jedi, what is the plot? The plot is the destroying of the Death Star again, maybe? But then that doesn't get addressed in the first part. You don't even know about the second Death Star until later on. Is it the redemption of Darth Vader? I know, because that wasn't set up in the opening. There's nothing in the opening that sets up what's going to happen. It's like a bunch of different stories got clumped together, and that's how this movie was made. And now I will say that I don't believe this is really anyone's favorite Star Wars movie. They still really like it because it's a part of the original trilogy, but most people are like, The Empire Strikes Back is the best one. But in the same way, people don't realize there's no plot to this. It kind of just, this happens, and this happens, and this happens. And that's a good way you can start your story. I hear a lot of great people talk about how instead of thinking as this happens, then this happened, then this happened, you should start thinking of, when you're writing your stories, as this happened, then this happened, which caused this to happen. I would put out videos talking about how really like what builds up your plot, what makes it so you're not just doing this. You're not just making stuff happen. This is not just a video about the criticisms of Star Wars. This is a video talking about how we should learn from this on how to set up a plot, or lack of setting up a plot, and how you need to not just make it so you have to have a plot to build your story off of. And if you don't have it, then you just build a story that seems like it's going nowhere. And in the beginning, you don't understand what's going on. And by the end, you watch the beginning again, and you're like, that had nothing to do with the end. So guys, that's the big thing we learned from this video. I'm so happy to be able to get back to making these recaps. Again, watch the full-length video. It's about like 12 minutes long. It's not too long. This should only be around 5 minutes. So, I mean, the whole point of this one is supposed to be a quick recap of this longer video that you can watch. I go into more depth into what is a plot in that video. I go into more depth on the story of Return of the Jedi and all that stuff in that video. But this one is just supposed to be for those who really just want to see a really short video recapping what I talked about in that. That's what this video is for. So anyways, guys, thank you guys for watching. If you guys like this content, please subscribe and comment down below that I want to see more of these videos. Okay, guys, thank you guys for watching. This has been the Movie Night Reviewer. Peter Wary, signing off.